Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm actually going to be shooting a look with my Wanderlust palette from Profusion Cosmetics, and I actually don't get a chance to use this palette all that often, but I wanted to kind of use it because I've been having this idea of wanting to do kind of a sparkly, smoky type green eye. And in order for me to get more use out of these palettes, I want to use them on a lot more videos coming in the future. So I have everything right here in front of me, and I'm going to prime just a little bit. And guys, I'm using my e.l.f. Lit From Within primer, and I absolutely still am very much so in love with this primer just because it does a great job of blurring out these pores, because I feel like I have some bigger pores in my T-zone area. And guys, I take just a little bit of this primer and put all over, and I'm still liking the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. It's just that this is what I've been kind of reaching for in the last few weeks, like especially if I'm going to work or if I have a day where I'm rushing. So this is kind of what I see on the counter first, and this is still very affordable. I think this was less than $6 at Target, but most of my e.l.f. makeup I purchased it at Target. I don't really order off of the website, and I do remember saying in my previous video that e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer was sold out, and it's been sold out for a long time. To get your hands on that, I actually went on eBay and I just kind of put a few of those on watch. There are some on there that people are selling that is still for a very good price. I want to say I purchased mine for like $9 with maybe $3 or $4 in shipping, so I still think I got it for what it was worth on the website. Definitely, you know, keep an eye on that. If you still want to get your hands on that, I say try eBay, and you know, like I said, put some on watch, and I think you're going to be happy about that because it has been sold out for a long time. So I've already primed my skin, I've done my brows, and then we're going to go ahead and kind of get started with these eyes. And I am going to wear some lashes today. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a photo shoot with some very fun little tees, like t-shirts, and I wanted to make sure my eyes were super fun and that they were, you know, not just kind of boring, because the t-shirts are really fun. So I just want to make sure that that my eyes were fun. I mean, it is spring, and I do want to make sure that I'm reaching for those colors that are like spring related. A friend of mine had on some purple eyeshadow, and she's I know that's out of her comfort zone, but I was happy that she was wearing the purple eyeshadow because it was really pretty on her. And I know a lot of people tell me I can't pull off purple, I can't pull off green, I can't pull off those colors. I think we say that out of safety, but you know, just either there's two things: either you're not comfortable applying it yourself, or you've never seen yourself in those colors. And number one, we have to get out of our comfort zone, and number two, we have to try new things. So here I'm prepping this. I'm actually going to use a little bit just of my makeup, my Collab Set the Stage powder, translucent powder, and kind of work that in and just kind of set my eyelids so there's not a lot of patchiness once I start applying these shadows. So guys, one thing I've learned about green eyeshadow is that my transition color that I stick here into my crease has to be a color that is going to kind of bleed up into my eyebrows, that is going to be just a really nice color. And one thing I've learned is that just trying to make sure I choose colors that look really try to look really flawless on my eye. I have a lot of parking space from what I'm told as far as my eyelids, and so I try to maximize that parking space. So I'm gonna go in with my Morphe M503 brush into this color called Coast in the palette, and see if you notice that I'm using this really chocolate color that I just love. And this is what I mean by choosing colors that are going to complement other colors. And so to me, chocolate kind of complements green, and this brown kind of complements green. And guys, we're going to deepen up this crease even more, but this is a really good transition color if you're looking for a good transition color. I am not big. I have not used a lot of Morphe brushes. I have more Sigma brushes than I have Morphe brushes, but this Morphe M503 brush is all of that. So I really like it just because I just like that it concentrates itself in the very center of my eye. And this is more to me of a crease brush just because of the way it handles. And I just really like it a lot. And so I'm going to go in with a really kind of pretty forest type green color. And don't be afraid to try, you know, brighter colors. If you go back and look on some of my videos, even on my Instagram, I put some small clips of me doing some deeper colors, and I just don't want that to be your fear. Y'all, we gotta face our fears. We can't let this stuff win all the time. So I'm gonna go in with the Profusion brush. Actually, let's see. I'm using, uh-oh, I grabbed the wrong brush. Oh well. I'm using the Urban Decay Naked brush that was in my palette, in my Urban Decay palette. I'm gonna actually, before I spray this, let me just see how this is going to act. I'm gonna go into a color called Hypnotic. So I'm gonna lay this down just to see how it's gonna act with me before I even spray it. And what a gorgeous color. Oh my God, that is so pretty. Ladies, don't run. Don't run. But I will say this. This is a $10 palette. And Profusion is selling a lot more of their palettes in Walmart. So I just purchased a new one at Walmart recently, maybe about a couple weeks ago. And this is really pretty, this Hypnotic color. I just purchased a palette and it's really pretty and I love it. So actually I did not need to spray because it is a very powerful green that is going right here on my lid. And guys, this is a lower lid. Very powerful. Notice I'm kind of using this flat brush, the flat side of the brush. Just because it's flat and I'm working on the very lower lid of my eye. And I am going to go in with a deeper chocolate color to kind of offset that crease, just so you won't be able to tell what's the difference between adding a new color and the color that's already existing there. So I'm going to go back in with that Morphe brush, but this time I'm going to go into a color called Nostalgia. And it's a little bit deeper. And guys, I kind of just wiggle this brush through here to kind of make that disappear, that harsh line disappear. Okay, so we went in with, the first color we went in is with Coast, and then we went in with Hypnotic, and then now we went in with Nostalgia. So before I move on, I'm actually gonna touch Hypnotic one more time to kind of make sure it's where I want it. Okay, and then I'm going to kind of do a little bit. I'm not going to do it right now, but I'm going to go ahead and grab my Flick liner by Makeup Revolution. I have talked about this. I have not used anything else. This pen glides on so nicely, and it is just such great quality. I want to say this pen was less than $10, and I purchased it at Ulta. Love this pen. Such an easy transition pen to put on, and I just love the quality that it gives to those shadows. Now before I even do the rest, I'm gonna go in with the NYX Professional Makeup Pencil, and this is in the color, let's see, not sure. I'll put it in the description box down below. Not sure what color, but I am going in with a green pencil to kind of intensify the look, to bring out my eyes. And if you know anything about NYX, I love their pencils because they're so creamy. So I just love that. Now, then I have no foundation on, but if you guys know how much I love foundation, especially the foundation that I'm using on my skin currently, and my very previous video, I did a full coverage flawless foundation using using Drugstore foundation with no flashback. And guys, I'm going in with the Loreal Infallible Fresh Wear 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. And I usually just put a little bit of this on the very back of my hand. Okay. Guys, I'm taking my foundation in the color 505 Toffee. The three things that I really like about this foundation is that I have a very oily T-zone and it keeps me pretty matte. I love the smell and it is very lightweight. Once I'm done with all of this blending and I'm done with getting it where it should be, this foundation just makes your skin look like there's not a lot on it. It's not very cakey. It just makes your skin look very nice, very natural looking, versus that you really don't have a ton of foundation on your skin. And that is why this one has been one of my favorite foundations. And I'm actually on my second bottle of this foundation, which is, you know, that's hard for me, but I love this foundation. I love this foundation. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little bit of cream contouring, and I'm going in with the Maybelline Fit Me in the color 355 Coconut. And I always cream contour first. Which I've been using this and I've been loving this. And I'm going in with one of my favorite brushes. I also mentioned this brush in one of my blog posts, the 8 of the hardest working makeup brushes that I own. And I kind of just pat this a little bit before I start setting my face. And guys, I'm gonna go over this so many times, so this is what kind of helps me contour my face a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna go in and set my face a little bit with, let's see, hold tight. I'm gonna set my face a little bit with the lighter shade in my Wet n Wild contouring palette, and I'm gonna set my face a little bit with the lighter side on this side to kind of lock this foundation in place. Okay, guys, then I'm gonna go in with the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer because this concealer is bomb. And I'm not gonna drag it too far. I'm just gonna keep it right here. But what I've noticed is that I have to work very fast with this concealer just because it will oxidize pretty quickly on my skin. So I have to work very quickly with this foundation, this little concealer. So once I have it on, I just start moving pretty quick. I love the coverage. I think it is so picture-worthy coverage. You don't need a whole lot. I can transfer. Whatever I don't get in the corners, I'm going to use my e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush and kind of knock that out. And I want to do this so that I don't have any of that creasing when I get ready to set my under eye area. And I talk about this in my previous video about the creasing. And I'm not done with my eyes yet, but I talk about this in my next video, in my previous video, so that you keep those fine lines and creasing out of your face. So I'm gonna set with my Collab Set the Stage powder, just because I love the way it does. It's really nice. Guys, you cannot find this at Ulta or in the drugstore, because this powder is at Sally Beauty. I know, strange, but it's really good. So I'm going to not make a lot of dramatic faces. And then I'm gonna go back in and concentrate my contour a little bit. I'm gonna use the Butter Bronzer. I've always raved about this. The smell is amazing. It smells like coconuts. If you haven't tried it, and the Butter Bronzer, they have more shades now that are even deeper than the shade that I'm using. So Physicians Formula is doing that. Okay, I'm gonna carve out my contour a little bit with my Collab. Okay, and so while I'm doing that, I'm gonna go back into my eyes a little. And guys, this time I'm gonna use my finger, and it is a color called Serious. It's a little bit more sparkly and jazzier. It is so gorgeous. So you see how it kind of adds a little bit of sparkle to that eye? Oh, I love it. So pretty. I'm gonna hit my lower lid, underneath my lower lid, I'm gonna hit that with the color, let's see, Coast. Love that chocolate color. Okay, so then I'm actually gonna go in with a new mascara that I'm trying, and it's by Wet n Wild Boost. It says it boosts length. This is in the color Very Black. It says longer lasting lashes, extends, lifts, and separates. I've been real picky about the wand on my lashes just because the wand can be, I don't like really wands that are too big, just because I don't have the best lashes, you know, they kind of on the sorry side, so I don't have the best lashes, but I do like this wand on here. And I always try to do my lashes with a little mascara before I put on some falsies. So I'm actually liking this one, and guys, this is kind of a first impression on this mascara because this is my first time using this mascara. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and dust away. Okay, absolutely am like so in love with my eyes right now, like so in love. I'm gonna go in with my Mellow Wine blush. Love this color. Guys, for the first time, I'm actually gonna use the e.l.f. And this is their Rose Gold highlighter. This is brand new. I've never used this before, but I'm gonna try this and see what I think about it. I've seen some other YouTubers use it and see how powerful it is. Ooh. It's very pretty on. And I'm gonna show you a little trick that I've learned just kind of watching others amplify their highlight. Very pretty. I'm actually gonna take a little bit of this and add to the very top of my brow bone right there. All right. If you ever feel like you don't like the highlighter, you need to tone it down, just brush over it just a little. But I'm loving this highlighter. This is really pretty. It's not really, to me, like a rose gold. It's kind of more like an iridescent type. Not iridescent, let me not say that. It just gives off a different feel. So I'm going to give myself a spray with the Wet n Wild 3-in-1 Primer Water in Coconut. I had it in Cucumber and I really didn't like the smell in Cucumber. I like cucumbers, but I didn't like it in that smell. But I love coconut, so I like that. Okay, so I'm putting this on right here. I'm actually not done. I'm actually going to put on some very dramatic lashes and share with you the lashes that I'm using, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I'm back. I've got my lashes on, and these are a little bit more dramatic because I love this look and I'm getting ready for photos, so I wanted to make sure that my lashes were kind of, you know, like yummy yummy yummy. And so I've added that extra green on top of the eye that I wanted to show you guys. I put on my e.l.f. Rose Gold 24 karat gold, whichever, girl, it's beautiful. But on top of that, I'm gonna add a little bit of my Loreal LUMI, and this is called Golden Hour, and I'm going to get that going because I just love the way it just kind of makes my skin look. And guys, this right here is something that I used in a video previously that talks about how to get that yummy golden summer skin. And I mixed this with a little bit of foundation, of my foundation, and this is absolutely gorgeous because it gives me that really pretty inner glow. It just makes my skin really nice. I'm gonna go back in and hit my nose and my chin with this Rose Gold Elf. You guys know that when I have on a very dramatic eye that I don't put on any type of strong lip because I don't want that to clash with what's going on with my eyes. I'm just going to go in with the NYX Tiramisu, which is a very light pink. And then I'm going to go over that with my some other gloss that I have here. I don't know the name of this. It's so old, guys. I'm ashamed. And then the last thing is I'm going over it with my Essence Shine Shine. I've talked about this in so many of my videos because I like that glossy look on the skin, unlike my lips. So I'm going in with that. And then I'm going to give myself one last spray. And that is with my 3-in-1 Wet n Wild primer water. You don't want to do all this hard work and not set this makeup in place, because that is a shame. So here is this look. And guys, this will sum up this video. I'm always happy to bring you guys a new video and just kind of share with you some different looks. I don't always want to just continue to purchase products, and that's why my channel is more drugstore affordable type channel more than high end, because that is what my budget can reach for more, just because I'm in the profession more where I have to kind of keep it toned and tamed down a little bit because I am a second grade school teacher. Most of the products I've used these in previous videos, and I just wanted to share some different looks with you and just some possibilities that some of these palettes that I have purchased can offer you. Don't forget that Profusion is in Walmart and they're selling more of their palettes, so try there first before you order off the website to kind of save yourself on the shipping. And I'm very simple with the other products. One of the first impression products that I used in the video today was the Wet n Wild Mega Length Mascara. I really love that mascara. I just like the wand on it. It's really nice, and it did lengthen my lashes to a certain degree. I use a lot of very affordable products that you can find in your local drugstore or even your grocery store or your local Walmart if you have one in your area. Also, if you have not visited Shop Vault 28, make sure that you get there and visit it. I have been loading in some new products. Those things are now in the store. I'm waiting on a couple more items to kind of hit Vault 28. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, I've been showing you some of those looks and styling them in such a way so that you can see what the versatility of the outfit has to offer. And for my next video, I cannot wait to see you guys. Until we meet again, I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.